Kyle here, welcome to my YouTube channel. As you can see, I'm Sparta. I am playing with 2 Romans and I'm also fighting against Macedon and 2 other Roman armies as well. In a sec I'll give you a racing briefing. So mission briefing, this is, as I say, I am Spartan versus Macedon. Even though we actually didn't choose or talk before the match, we're fighting, 2 Greeks are fighting each other and the Romans are fighting each other as well, which is working out quite well. Firstly, when I first start off the match, I look at the advantage that we can have as well as the enemies, or disadvantages that we have and enemies. In this case, as you can see, we are low hill compared to the enemy. They start off in a hill as well. So my plan was to get my Sparta units to go into the side of the flank here, up the hill as much as they can, because Spartan, as you can see from the movies, 300, Spartans can't hold off themselves in tight spaces or confined areas. So stuff like this here, as you can see, is traversable, untraversable, sorry. It's where the units can't traverse and you have to go around. Same here and same here. So if I was to get a unit stuck right in the middle or even across here, in that case I can actually hold myself off, even though Spartans has apparently underpowered army. But that's what I play, so I try to prove it wrong. So yeah, if I just go to tactical view, overhead view or map view that you call it, this is my army here, the Romans here and here. These 2 units and this one here is my Tarentine cavalry. Unfortunately I didn't actually have time to spawn that one. So yeah, basically my tactic here, which you'll see play out in a moment, will be I push up here and I start trying to hold off and get advantage to my position rather than they have a position against me. Especially confined areas, and Spartans having great morale. I think they have one of the best morales in the game. So yeah, as I say, hopefully you get to see what the game plays out. I'll just go quickly through what units I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 real Spartans. They have great abilities, especially for morale. I've got 2 units of Pericles pikemen. I wouldn't say I would get Spartan pikemen because they cost a lot more and they have basically the same stats, and the only one purpose basically is to defend the line, stop advancing units to come across with the pikes, or against horses of course. So that's the main purpose. They're not really melee infantry, these are in front. I have 5 units of Helot slingers. I think these are one of my favourite types of units, especially for the missiles. I kind of like javelins. I did start off with javelins, but I didn't think they were doing anything for me. Same as archery, and I found out these because they have a lot of ammunition, they fire quick, and they can take out pretty much anyone if their backs are turned, or the skirmish units. So I chose slingers. I do have 1 pelters because I know that I am fighting against Romans as well. Because they have sorry, wrong unit. They have javelins, so they can throw javelins into armor and it kills them off a lot quicker. In the back here is my general unit. He's Royal Spartans, while I've got 2 years of Spartans to back him up as bodyguard.
Answers me, all the gods, I think I'm the luckiest man alive! Yes, Commander! At speed! Quick march!
I won't speak much, but as you can see, I am trying to gain at least some advantage on where the terrain was untraversable to give myself a little defensive spots, such as what happened in 300. I got my cavalry, Tarantine cavalry, to come over and harass their melee cavalry and their command. Because they've got pikemen, all they can do is just stand there and try to defend themselves. I know I'm getting a temper out to do as well, but I'll just let you watch the rest of it.
Fire on the enemy!
Advance at speed!
And the double!
Double time! Quickly now!
And the double!
Take aim!
Orders understood. By your command. As you command.
Double time!
And the double. Force to command. Now!
As you can see, all I do is keep on pushing forward with my units, my Spartans, my general bodyguard on the left flank. Just to push up against their pikes, so I've got higher ground. And this is where the confusion starts with two Roman armies facing the first two units of Roman armies. There's just so many. To be honest, when I was playing this fight, I actually ignored all of them until later on. That's what I had to think about it.
Pikes at the ready! Form phalanx! Back forward! Engage! Charge! Double time! Double time! 100 days! Forward! Fire! Ready for orders! Quick march!
As you can see, this Macedonians were raised fire banner already, and what's the point if they haven't lost any morale? I raised my banner just because I see this unit for him. It's not because they got caught. The best thing to do with Spartans is morale, is to make sure the morale goes down. I've got slingers thrown into here, flanking them as well. Like a bonus versus large, meaning cavalry or elephants, and my Spartan hoplites. As you can see, the morale's just going down.
Orders understood! Attack their position! For glory! As you command!
I haven't a clue what the hell the Macedon player wanted to do, just to think he could win with just pikemen. I just don't really understand. As you can see, I had a big massive gap between my two major fights, and I use pikemen to make sure it's all blocked off on this one line, as you can see.
As you command!
That allows me to defend my weak points.
Advance at speed! And the double!
I started sacrificing my horsemen. I know they're against other pikemen as well, but I sacrificed them so they could also stop catapults from firing at me. I seen this unit running up the hill, so I sent it I think this unit here, yeah, little Spartans, to counter them. Hopefully get on top of the hill to fight them downhill. But I didn't get them in time, but
Orders understood! Up and down! Yes, Commander! For glory! Advance! Take aim! Charge! Yes, you command! Double time! Understood. Orders understood.
Alright, let's just pull up here and attack the battlefield. So this is where I'm fighting, on top of the hill, and you can see my allies are fighting against the Romans. Looks like they are winning, but they're just retreating now and again. So a bit of valiant. We've got 4 out of 80 Spartans, they're bound to flee at one point.
Understood!
So this unit here tried to flank me and I seen it, so I ended up pulling out one of my bit of my units to charge with these. just to counter them. Because the main thing with Spartans is to make sure they don't get flanked. And I think I did a pretty good job. See this one now, this pikeman unit's now losing the morale. So they routed, and what I do now is charge everything to charge into the back end. So once just routed, I pushed on forwards to see losing morale. I made sure I had another unit of probably pikemen to reinforce the wall. They're about in there. Got phalanx formations in there.
Move at speed! Advance at speed! At speed!
By your command!
Let's just check the attack the battlefield. So I'm running the Macedonian up here. You can see some units are coming up, mainly my friends. And then he's pulled out most of his forces on the Romans that we're fighting against. As you can see, I'm running into combat here. It's all morale based. He raises advantages from time to there, but he gets his cavalry, and his cavalry actually charges right into the back. Killed quite a lot, and then this is where they start to play.
As you command!
Now that's gone. As you can see, I've won it. I've took over the Macedonians. I have taken losses.
By your
There's no point having
command!
a fight and not taking losses, because it happens in real life.
At the double! At the double!
It's just war. I think that's the common phrase.
For glory!
So if I fast forward this, I would show you the fights between the Romans versus Romans. Honestly, I'm confused who's who. So as I say, I left that down here, didn't bother. So still finishing off the Macedonians here, as you can see the round. I got some units to charge in towards the Macedonians as well here. My next place I'd move or tactic would be the slingers to push up on top of the hill so that you can fire down onto any enemy units that are left there. Since any units that are on higher ground cause more damage, or they're more effective, so slingers can be more effective. And they are the only ones I use. They upgrade to silver rank as well, so I think they're very impressive in the silver rank. Everyone else is just on normal basic or bronze. Let's just fast forward it. Right, I seen there's a few Romans coming up the hill, so I ended up trying to charge all my infantry units to make one line on top of the hill. If they wanted to flank, it would be quite slow. There's untraversable terrain here. So yeah, I wanted to make sure I had this awesome line of defense. So let's just fast forward this. There's my allies' cavalry. They did amazing. They made sure they did their job, like run down infantry and stuff. Like you see, he's already wavering, and they're not even in combat.
Advance at speed!
So I've got this awesome one Royal Spartans by himself. He did really well. So I see this unit trying to compromise my line, so I pushed in with Royal Politists and Spartans. Not Royal Politists, sorry, Spartans. So I made sure I could get my rest of my men down here in time. They've just come out of the first populate wall, which I wasn't aware of, and now they're pushing down. These pikemen thinking they can kill me off. As you can see, they do kill me down close some damage. But I think fighting downhill still wins all. As you can see, if I go to them, 53 out of 80, 10 out of 60, 23 out of 80, 11 out of 80, 33 out of 80. I have took considerable losses versus Macedon. And as you can see, look at all the Romans left. These all are enemies. So just to confirm that, look at all the yellows. So technically it's just me left. There's only a few units left of my allies. There was only one ally left by this point. He had 2 units of cavalry and 4 units of archers or slingers, and I told them to come back up on the hill because that was the only way we could actually try to win this at least. It was a very hard fight. As you can see, the morale of these Romans were wavering, even though they had more men than me, so 63 out of 80. They fell back because the morale, so I made sure I pushed them all the time. They wavered, but they were fine by the time they got up. I used, I think, rally or
Understood.
There we go, and they effectively came back into the fight. These guys knew they wanted fighters, and I start pushing up a line of defense, especially since these Romans start losing the fight. And they, right, same here. The best thing for me was to defend this hill against all these Romans. Let's see, got all them to fight. That one unit over there is gone. Let's fast forward. So I see his archers now firing against my units. Let's put it slow-mo. I sent my slingers to start shooting downhill and just demolish his archers, which you'll see in a second, because they can't really do much damage against some heavy infantry. These are trying to charge uphill, which they won't get much bonus if they even had a bonus. They're throwing stuff, which I don't think killed anyone. Yep, there you go, just one person. Yeah, so they're fighting down a steep hill.
At speed! Operatives! Move the ranks! Double time!
What I did was make sure there was a line for defense. I only had 4, 5, 6 units, and they were very, very weak. So they tried to charge me, I'm not sure why. They charged in, they were routed. Got reinforcements from Peltists. The archers are shooting down. I got his cavalry to go back and charge at his units from behind.
Orders understood!
That unit of pikemen still in
At speed!
I see this unit trying to counter,
Commander.
so what I did was send some of my units
As you command!
attack this
For
unit.
glory!
While these, as you can see, let's see, 30, 76 out of 80, 34 out of 80, and I have 33 out of 80, 44 out of 60, and 45 out of 80. And in this unit, 49 out of 80, 2 out of 60, I'm pretty sure they're gone, 32 out of 80, yeah, it's gone, and 16 out of 60. And I still have all these units to fight. All these here. So I've literally, my allies have run out all their melee infantry. What I do now is try to flank. You'll see in a second. I thought, let's charge into all these Romans to kill them all off, and then once I've killed them all off, we can start flanking. My Romans doing really well. Looks like I've just won the fight over there.
Orders understood.
You can see I start trying to move my units around to start flanking them.
Orders understood.
See, they're around 26 out of 80, but I'm only 16 out of 80 from the front. They're around as well. Got my slingers now shooting down on the rest of the archers. You've got pikeman units, which doesn't really concern me. It was a very close battle, especially since I haven't got much infantry units left. As you can see,
Orders understood.
I'm gonna win that as well.
Understood.
To engage!
So at this point I actually typed in this is Sparta, because this is pretty much what Sparta's meant for. Even though it's impossible odds, they still win. So we've got one unit left of Legionnaires. They're going to about now, as you can see. But unfortunately, what did I start seeing? I literally see these units here. I need to start killing them soon. Got my slingers to push down the hill just to start attacking this unit here. Let's just fast forward. Next thing is I still made a line just to make sure I could easily kill these off. We had cavalry to take out their infantry. Just made sure I got these two routed. So yeah, just still making a line. Make sure there's some sort of line, even though there's only one unit, I thought. But then I didn't realise they had all this. And I was like, oh my god, are you kidding? So he's got, let's do a quick count, 24 out of 80, 46 out of 80, 26 out of 80, 49 out of 80, 25 out of 80, 43 out of 80, 60 out of 80, and they're all very heavy. He's got archer units, and if we go to my units,
At speed!
39 out of 80, 15 out of 80, 43 out of 80, and 12 out of 60. So literally I have no more units left of the infantry. I've got slingers, which are not going to do much damage, and nearly ran out of ammo as well. So it was a very, very close match. Let's just fast forward. Just first off, mention what my tactic here was to make sure I still had the hill advantage, because I know they were going to charge. They're not going to carry on round, go around me or to the left, because I just charged them downhill. So I knew they was going to charge me there. So I made sure everyone got there at the time, which they didn't. I think I sent one unit of Peltast here to charge and counter these so I can get the formation in line.
As you command! Poplite phalanx! Loose!
Now we're getting charged up once again, not really doing much damage. Or charge bonus at least, so all I did was just make sure we flanked in, and I had this unit here just to defend the side, which then I made sure they protected the sides for this unit to attack. I got my slingers to start attacking on this outside unit. Which you should see in a second. There we go, you can see some stones all wind. So we've got one unit of Romans already fleeing. It's now coming up to the end of the game now, guys. Hope you really like watching this. It was a very close battle. You can see my one unit's round, and then there's two units of theirs round. This one's got 19 out of 80. I don't know how I did it. 8 out of 60, 27 out of 80, and 39 out of 80. It was very close. Now one's got 55 out of 80. But you can see the general's dead and exhausted, and they don't have what my units have. So I think it's discipline and courage or something like that. So even when if my general died, they
Understood.
the morale doesn't get affected.
And for glory!
I just made sure my spines always kept in the fight. I know they start that one in a second, but you want to see how it turns out. It's very close.
Back, men! Back!
It was a very intense game for myself, because I thought I was going to lose many times, especially when I see more units come from the bottom here. Now that unit's round. This unit started round. This one has, and it's literally about to end. Now we just got one unit left, and all I do, let's just fast forward, is start flanking him. So as you can see, I start pulling that units to make sure I can rear them, as it were, and flank them. This was one hell of a tough unit to kill. I seen this unit archers. I had a couple of slingers left with ammunition while I had some which didn't, so I charged them into combat as much as I can. They charged down the hill really fast after them. Not, of course, this isn't the speed, but yeah, they did really
Orders
well.
understood.
They kept them around, but then they kept them pulling back into the fight, which wasn't that great. I lost this unit, so it was just one-on-one. At this point, I seen these two. I think they caught up and started fighting them, and I got these 3 units to attack this unit and flank them, including this one. My ally helped me out on this one. So you can see I've just charged these 3 units. You should see, there we go. The only way I could win this now, because I possibly could lose my men against this Praetorian unit. I don't think I could, but it's a possibility. So I charged everyone in, or my archers turned off skirmish mode, just charge in and flank them, just to make sure the morale of this unit just gone. You can see he's wavering, and then he comes back into the fight. There we go. It was a very tough unit, this one's gone. Again, he comes back into the fight until we come.
Take aim!
You'll see.
On double time!
There we go. And he's gone. Now that was the end of the game, basically. This is the debrief, as it were. My thoughts on the match was very intense. I made sure I had the hill on the top here first, and then I just kept making sure I had hill advantage. Because of course people say Spartans is underwhelmed or underpowered, as it were. I would say Spartans are hard to play with. Definitely not underpowered if you can use them right. Like certain units you just wouldn't use. If you liked, please leave a comment. Doesn't really matter if you do. I'm still going to upload videos either way. So hope you enjoyed, and that was the first of many great battles that took place, and it was very close, especially first in the last unit Romans there. I don't know how I pulled it together with 3 units of 16 versus maybe 300, 400 more units. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.